Hello everyone, my name is Angelica and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing great. So today I'm coming to you with a very fun video. I will be creating 3 home decor items out of air dry clay. All these projects are really colorful and easy to make. But before I start, I want to kindly thank you Nord Green for sponsoring this video. Nord Green is a minimalistic watch brand based in Denmark. All their watches are designed by well-known designer Jacob Wagner. As a brand, they also focus a lot on sustainability, which I think is so important these days. More about Nord Green a little bit later, and now let's jump right into the first air dry clay project. I start with kneading my air dry clay. I usually use the same brand, but you of course can use any brand you like or whichever is available in your country. Clay becomes really soft and nicer to work with after contact with warmth of your hands. I start rolling this piece of clay out. I use a rolling pin, which I only use for crafts. I roll it out to the same thickness. So to create sunflower shape, I've printed a picture of sunflower and copied it on the new piece of paper. I place it flat on the top of my clay and then using some pointy tool, I trace along the lines. I don't press it too hard to avoid damage to the paper, but it's hard enough to leave the marks on the clay. I remove the piece of paper, making sure that all lines are visible on the clay. Then using sharp knife, I cut the shape out. I do it quite gently and slow. I remove the excess clay and my first flower shape is ready. To smooth out the sharp edges, I'm using my fingertips, which I dip in the water, and I just go gently along the edges. Then I've rolled out another piece of clay and cut out the exact flower shape. I take one piece and place it on the top of the other one, so the flower flakes are in between the other ones. Once I found the right position, I have to stick them together. I start with creating few small cuts on one side and then applying the clay slip, which is basically mixture of clay dissolved in water. It's very useful to have it when it comes to connecting two parts of the clay together. At the moment I have 2 layers of flower flakes which are quite short. So to make them slightly longer, I use my pointy tool and kind of engrave the lines. I more press the clay down rather than removing it. Now it's time to create middle part of my sunflower. I've looked around the house to find a round shape item to be able to cut it out. This part can be really thin. I've connected it to the rest of the flower the same way I've done it before. To give it more realistic look, I create little holes in the middle part of my flower which imitate the sunflower seed. Once it's all done, I'm leaving it to fully dry. I want it to look like a little bow, so I place it inside other bowl. You can put it on the top of the bowl and just press the sides slightly down. I leave it to fully dry for about 24 hours. Once it's dry, it's time to paint it. As always, I'm using acrylic paint, and because it's sunflower, I'm going with yellow flower flakes and brown middle. I apply few coats for better coverage. To protect it and give it a bit of shine, I'm applying Mod Podge all around the Trinket dish. I think it's super cute little dish, perfect for keeping some jewelry on it. The bright colors bring happy feeling to the room. As I've mentioned before, this video is sponsored by Nord Green. As a woman, I love to complete my outfit with pieces of jewelry, especially with beautiful watch. It's something what gives me more confidence and also helps me with my daily life routine. I like to plan a lot of things and stick to the time frame I've put for each task. So having this beautiful watch on my wrist allows me to have everything under control. I've chose the native white dial with the gold strap in bundle with pink leather strap. I absolutely love its minimalist but also timeless design. What's great about Snow Green is that you can customize any of the watch by choosing different color of case, dial, size and even strap, so you can match your outfit. The quality of the watch is absolutely amazing, and I love the fact that you can easily change the strap by yourself. You don't need any special tools for that. Also, the packaging itself creates beautiful decoration for your shelf, but what's more important, it's made out of upcycled plastic bottles and FSC certificated paper. What I also want to mention is the Giving Back program, which shows the amazing care the Nordgreen provides. Only in 2020, Nordgreen donated 33,000 months of education, 64,000 months of clean water, and they are protected 900,000 square meters of rainforest, which is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend to visit their website where you can read more about the Giving Back program and find out how you can become a part of it. I also got 15% off code for my lovely watchers and subscribers. I leave the link for it in my description box, so don't forget to check it out. I absolutely love cactuses and I've got a nice collection at home already. I also like air dry clay, so I've decided to combine these two things together. I'm kneading quite a big piece of clay, which later I roll between my hands to create like a cylinder shape. Once that's ready, I create two more shapes like that, but this time slightly smaller. They will create arms which are coming out from the main part of the cactus. To connect the arms parts to the main part, I'm using some toothpicks. It's just to make this whole construction much stronger. To remove the visible gaps, I'm going to use the clay slip again, which I apply with the paintbrush. And then I also go around with it to smooth any imperfections. With this one, I also want to achieve realistic look as much as I can. So I start with creating these lines all the way from the bottom to the top of the cactus. Meanwhile, I decided to add a little flower to this plant. I've got this silicone mold which I filled with the clay and left it on the side for a few minutes. You can also put it to the fridge for a while. The lines are done now and I'm going to create some spines around the cactus. I use this wooden pointy stick to kind of push up small parts of the clay. I think it reflects the spines quite well. I remove the flower from the mold and cut out the excess clay. Then I attach it to the cactus with the clay slip. To secure whole construction and also be able to place in the flower pot, I put some stick inside the cactus. Once it's all dry, I start painting it. I mix some of my green paint with black to achieve darker shade of green. I paint my cactus all around. For the flower, I've decided to use a red and yellow color. I've also painted the sticking out spines brown and protected it all with 2 layers of varnish. I found some terracotta pot and I've placed piece of paper on the bottom. as there was a hole and I didn't want the sun to go through it. I'm filling it up with grey sand, but you of course can use wherever you already got. I fill it up to the top and place the cactus in the center. I think it turned out pretty well. I really like the texture on it, which makes it more realistic looking. To create zebra plant, I have to make few individual pieces which are creating separate leaves of the plant. I take small piece of clay at the time and roll it, creating a little ball. Then I take this ball between my hands and roll it to achieve more cone shape. One end is sharp and other one is thicker and round. Then I press it all down to flatten it. This way I've created one of many parts of the zebra plant. I also need one piece which looks like a cone and I don't flatten it. Altogether I've created 15 pieces. I've tried to make 4 groups in different sizes so you can see some of the leaves are just bigger than the others. I've placed them all on the toilet paper roll to give them the shape I want. I take my thin wire and cut it into small pieces, one piece for one leaf. I take it and place it inside the leaf going from the bottom. I don't push it too high, just few centimeters is enough. Once they are all dry, it's time to paint them. I mix 2 shades of green to achieve the final color. I apply it all around. When the green paint is dry, I start creating these white lines on each leaf which are recognizable on zebra plant. They don't have to be perfect straight. I've done it to all of the leaves and protected them with the varnish. Now it's time to put them all together. I start with my middle cone part and then I wrap other parts around it. I do one piece at a time, holding everything tight at the bottom. You can always secure it with the tape after adding each piece. Then again I take another terracotta pot which I fill with the paper and sand. Don't worry if the plant doesn't look perfect at first. Once it's in the pot you can move it around and give it the final shape and position. Another plant for my collection which I'm super happy about. So let me know what you think about these projects in the comment section. I really like them and I feel like the spring is just coming. I'm a big plant lady, so I usually don't have problems with keeping my plants alive, but these ideas are great for someone who is not green thumb or for maybe darker spots in your house. If you enjoyed, give a big thumb up and subscribe. I will really appreciate it and it helps this channel growing. Also, don't forget about the 15% discount code which I left in the description box if you are looking for beautiful watch for yourself or for a present. They also do the men's watches. And for now, thank you so much for watching and your support, and I will see you in my next video.